Hey folks, this is Jack McNeil Jr. with the Kempner Church of Christ. We've been looking at the Sermon on the Mount and kind of slogging our way through it, but we are in Matthew chapter 6 there, beginning in verses 1 through 4. Really, this whole section down through verse 18 is what I've entitled A Better Piety, which goes along with the theme of the Sermon on the Mount, which is a better way to serve and to worship God. And so under the subheading of a better piety, we have here a better almsgiving. And so notice what Jesus says about the giving of alms or the contributing to the needy. He says there, take heed that you do not your alms before men to be seen of them. That's the key. Otherwise ye have no reward of your Father which is in heaven. Therefore, when thou doest thine alms, do not sound a trumpet before thee, as the hypocrites do in the streets and in the synagogues, that they may have glory of men. Verily I say unto you, they have their reward. But when thou doest alms, let not thy left hand know what thy right hand is doing, that thine alms may be in secret, and thy Father which sitteth in secret himself shall reward thee openly. And so he's going to draw a contrast between the Pharisaic or the hypocritical worship, almsgiving, versus the kind of almsgiving we need to be involved in. And so notice, first of all, the Pharisaic method or motive, it is to be seen of men. Their benevolence, their compassion, they do it in such a way that men will see. And so here is the motive for the otherwise righteous act. They're going to do it, but they've got to be seen doing it. He says they have no reward of your Father. There's no payment for service or work rendered. That's what this word reward in this case means, a payment for service or work rendered. It's really a question of who are you working for. If you're not working for Him, you are not working for Him. If what you're doing it just to be seen of men. And so the Pharisaic method the motive is to be seen of men. And then there is the method. They sound the trumpet in the synagogue and in the streets. Figuratively speaking, they make sure that everybody is watching. You might say they toot their own horn. And so they publicize their giving in every way that they can. Then we see the Pharisaic reward. That they may have, they do it that they may have the glory of men. And he says, verily, they have their reward. And so, their reward is the glory of men. They were respected by all they encountered. They were viewed as more deeply religious and pious than regular men. He says they have their reward. They sought to be paid with the glory of men, and that's what they receive. That's the payment they receive like a hireling. This is present tense, meaning they currently have all of the reward they will ever receive. It is an earthly reward. It is perishable. It's like the modern televangelists, and their reward was earthly wealth and fame. They've got the multi-million-dollar mansions, they've got the yachts and multiple private jets, and those things may make them feel like they're living in heaven on earth, but as with all things earthly, those things are going to burn up. And so Jesus gives a better motive. You go back to Matthew chapter 5, verse 16, it says there, let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. That is really our motive, is to bring glory to God and compassion and genuine love and compassion for our fellow man. And so he gives a better method. He says, don't let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. What you do is done in secret. And so, keep it as secret as possible. This is the exact opposite of what the Pharisees did. Then you have a better reward. He says, your Father which seeth in secret will reward you openly. God knows our heart. He knows our works. He knows our motives behind our works. Revelation 2 and verse 19, he told one of the 7 churches of Asia that I know thy works. He keeps an eye. He sees what we're doing. And so your Father which sitteth in secret will reward thee. Now this is a different word for reward. This means to recompense or to maybe reimburse. It's in the future tense rather than the present, and so perhaps it won't happen in this lifetime. The Lord, though, rewards with spiritual riches. Revelation 3, verse 18 says, I counsel thee to buy of me gold tried in the fire, that thou mayest be rich, and white raiment, that thou mayest be clothed, and that the shame of thy nakedness do not appear, and anoint thine eyes with eye salve, that thou mayest see. And so the Lord rewards with spiritual riches. It's not riches in a physical sense. It's not something we're going to receive in the here and now, but we have a reward waiting for us in heaven. His reward is eternal, but you have to patiently wait for it. Hey, I appreciate you joining us today, and have a wonderful day. Hey, and also, if you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to hit that, like and subscribe button and ring that bell so that you'll get an update when we have more content. Or if you're watching this on Facebook or somewhere else, be sure and like and follow our Facebook page, which will be linked in somewhere in the description of this video. Have a great day.